systems like Pittsburgh has. There are those types of systems, but true streetcar systems where the cars ran on the street. Very few of those left. Well, some cities are putting them back. Cincinnati's building one. Several other cities are building one. What we have here is something from the 1900s. It's called an open car or a breezer. In England, they call them toaster cars. Now, where does that come from? Turn them sideways, stick a piece of bread in, right? Toaster cars. These cars were extremely popular in the early days. Remember, we're talking about a time when there was no air conditioning. So it was a really hot day. You didn't go to the movies to cool off like when I was a kid. We didn't have air conditioning. You took a streetcar ride. And that's why these cars were really popular. Now, what happened was on weekends, the streetcar company said, you know what, how do we get more business on weekends? So what did they do? They built amusement parks, like Kennywood. Kennywood, for those of you who are not from Pittsburgh, is our local amusement park. It was built by Pittsburgh Railways as a place to take people to on weekends. It was very popular, and we have pictures of about 20 of these cars actually sitting outside of Kennywood, waiting for the evening rush.
Where did the name Kennywood come from?
I have no idea. It might have been a local name for the area. Interesting question, and I'm sure our archivist would probably know, but history is not my thing.
Would this type of car have been run in the winter?
No. No, that's not safe. You can only run these cars about 4 to 6 months a year around here. It got to a point where they decided, you know what, this wasn't cost effective, and they stopped running all of these cars. Now, this particular car was built in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, but the parts and the design came from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Does that sound familiar? We designed it, they built it. That's nothing new. And we do not know the exact history of this car. We don't know, exactly where it was, where it went, what cities it was at. We just don't know. What we do know about this car is it ended up in Orlando, Florida. Downtown Orlando attempted to build a tourist attraction built around a railroad motif. I want to call it Station something, but I can't remember what it was called. I've actually visited it. And their plan had been to build a streetcar line around this outdoor area and use this car. Well, the area never took off like they expected it to. So the car was just sitting down there, and one of our major benefactors is Mr. Richard Mellanscaife, the owner of the Trib Total Media. And Mr. Scaife purchased this car for us and brought it up. This is not what it looked like. This car's been completely restored. When we got it, it kind of looked like some of those things you're going to see as we walk down the aisle here. This car has been completely restored. It took about 4 years. And it's very popular. I'm not sure why we're not using it today. Usually we use it on hot days.